What is up, everybody? We're back. I'm George Mossey. This is Marshana, Dahlia, Spavento. Last night we got 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 3, Episode 10. This is Part 2. Let's talk about Jenny and Sumit. So Jenny thought that she was going to take a sick day from the badgering and emotional abuse of Sumit's mother, and that is not what happened. Sumit's mother actually said that she was faking and demanded that she get out of bed and go to yoga with them. And I think this is really interesting because Jenny has been open to having them there, but within 5 minutes of her arriving, she realized what this situation is, and she thought that I'm going to sleep it off. I'm going to sleep through this. I'm not ready for this, and that is not what happened. And I thought it was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. Sumit's mother is just, it reminds me of the movie Monster in Law. She is so good at what she does.
Listen, I love it. Again, back to the structure of South Asian and Indian families and the joint family system. When a bahu, a daughter-in-law, comes into the home with her husband, her mother-in-law, just like she said, I have a schedule. I have a schedule laid out for what we're doing today. If your mother-in-law tells you, okay, today you're doing X, Y, Z, you're cooking this for lunch, you're cooking this for dinner, you're doing this, today you're going to fold the laundry, it is what they do. There is a way that they run the household, and the daughter-in-law follows the lead of the mother-in-law. You can't just be like, oh, I want lentils for lunch. If mother-in-law says you're making butter chicken, you are making butter chicken. That's just what it is. So they were very disappointed that Jenny's like, oh, I'm tired. She's like, no, get up, Jao, abi, right now. Like, let's go. I mean, some people may consider it to be harsh, but Sumit's mother is like, forget it. And you know what? If that's the way their family unit and structure works, and Jenny wants to be not just with Sumit, but to be accepted by his parents, this is the price of admission. Now, listen, I think Sumit is in on all of this. And I don't know what else Sumit has to do to get Jenny to understand, I don't want to really, really, really be with you, and I'm never going to marry you. I think he's laid it out and made it so plain and clear. And it's like, Jenny, make it make sense why you were still on this merry-go-round. You are not getting anywhere. So listen, I think Sumit tapped his mother on the shoulder and was like, Mommy, come, Ajana. Let's do this. Yeah. And I support it. I support it. It's the best television I've seen in a really, really long time.
Yes.
I support everything except for when they put that thing through their nose and pulled it out through their mouth.
I almost lost it.
You can do the yoga. And by the way, Sumit's mom is really, really flexible. But that thing through the nose and out the mouth, whoo, no way.
That is one thing in their culture that I will not adopt. I will not. It was too much. I lost it. I wanted to just hide from the TV. I was grabbing pillows, anything that could hide me from the TV. It was crazy.
I couldn't watch.
All right, so let's talk about Steven and Alina real quick, because Steven, first of all, one of the most disturbing things that happened last night, Steven revealed to us that he has pre-packed gifts to give to Alina at moments of impact, meaning moments that he has screwed up or been caught in a lie or has done something wrong. He has premeditated gifts to help. So that means that he planned that he would mess up or lie or do something that he shouldn't have done. And I thought that go ahead.
He didn't plan to mess up or lie. He knew he had been lying, and he knew he would have to come clean. And he saved the gifts for the moments he needed to come clean. Continue, go.
I think the premeditated act of doing that is just, it's so conniving and evil and manipulative. And it's almost to the point where he's controlling her mind. He's almost getting in her head. And he's like, well, no matter what I do wrong, I have a gift. And there's different levels of gifts. If it's this bad, it's this gift. If it's this bad, it's it. And that level of controlling and manipulation is just disturbing, to the point where I want to send a plane ticket to Alina and get her out of there. And she said yes to the proposal. And I need somebody to make it make sense for me.
It can't make sense to me. I think Alina is a beautiful young lady with her whole life ahead of her. I don't know why she wants to hitch her wagon in life to someone as misguided as Steven is. I can't make it. The proposal was horrible. Steven, you cannot sing. I don't know if you know, but let me tell you, you cannot sing. It was cheesy. It was terrible. And there was a point where Alina was laughing. So I was like, see, I don't understand why we had to see so much of them in last night's episode. Wow. It was the Steven and Alina show, and it was a drip. I'm sorry. I don't like to see that much of Steven. I like Alina, but I don't like Steven. And I wish her mother was still there to slap that fake ring off into the water and be like, you can't have my child. But you know what? I'm just hoping that in the long run, because Alina, it's not too late to run,
It's
that
not.
they end up together. That's it. He doesn't deserve her. She deserves better.
I hope that she comes to her senses. She does not marry him. She does not save herself for him because she deserves better. You said
And
it.
if you're a guy that has messed up and you're trying to apologize for your girlfriend, getting her a decorated Book of Mormon is not the answer. You need to come a lot better than that.
Tiffany and Company, maybe, do something. All right, so let's talk about Ariella and her craziness last night. So 2 full months of being in New Jersey, Avi finally has his surgery. The surgery that she jumped on the first thing smoking to plan because she was so worried about her son's health. And she knew that any Ethiopian doctor would be inadequate to perform that surgery. In her mind, her words, not mine, I feel that there are many talented doctors all over the world. And for some reason, her family does not agree. But after 2 months, she decided to have the surgery. And then she decides that Biniam is now cheating on her with no proof. He's all the way on the other side of the world. And now that she has that excuse, she no longer wants to return to Ethiopia, which we had called out 4 weeks ago.
Here's the thing. Ariella is abusive. She is subjecting Biniam to narcissistic abuse. She is controlling. It's her way or the highway. She is a liar. She told him that she was returning to Ethiopia. Yes. To come up with this concocted plan of, I've got to get you out of Ethiopia and away from influencers, just so you can really have the ultimate authority in his life. You don't want him to have the outlet of friends and family. You want to be the only source that he listens to. She says he's surrounded by evil. The only evil in Biniam's life is you, Ariella. It's only you. There is no other evil. To say, come with me and offer up Kenya as an option is still a lie, because you said that you got down on your knee and you promised you would return to Ethiopia. She was always going to concoct some transgression, real or imaginary, that Biniam committed against her. And she was always going to do this. And the fact that her family sat there and helped her plot against Biniam, it was so tacky and distasteful to me. America is the greatest country on the face of the earth, and I am a proud American. This doesn't mean that other countries don't have things to offer and don't have opportunities and don't have values, albeit they may not be the same as American values. But that doesn't mean that we are better and somebody is less than. We're a great nation, and I'm proud of us. I didn't like to see them really make it seem like Ethiopia was this really terrible place that was just a den of sin that was distracting Biniam. And it just kills me. If you are in a relationship like this, if you see any tributes of Ariella in your partner, I'm here to tell you that every single form of abuse isn't physical. Sometimes people emotionally and verbally abuse us. When she told him to shut up, shut the F up, and all those other things, keep in mind, we're only gracious towards her because she is a woman. If this were a man that spoke to his partner on national TV this way, I don't know that the audience would even entertain the way that she is. We've all seen it in Andre, and when he's talked to Libby crazy, and we're all like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and we kind of clutch our pearls. But that's because it's coming from a man. What Ariella is doing is abusive, and it's not to be diluted. I am really scared for Avi. I see that her selfishness and her egomania is taking away from her ability to make good decisions for Avi. She's only making decisions that soothe her need to completely control Biniam. And when Biniam called her out and was like, you're bossy and I don't like this, you're being bossy, you're doing this, you're doing that, it was just like, I'm glad that he can articulate that, but she dangles Avi over his head, and the fact that she can take him away at any time. And she believes that being Avi's mother has given her the upper hand. If you are in a relationship and you feel like with your partner, you need the upper hand, the relationship needs to be thrown away. I don't feel like I need the upper hand over my husband, and he does not feel the need to have the upper hand over me. There is no upper or lower here. Okay. And that's how healthy relationships function. And I hope people are looking at this and realizing how unhealthy this is. As wrong as Biniam may be, and as whatever he did or didn't do in Ethiopia, she has absolutely no proof. But to go back on her word in this way is a lie and manipulation.
Well, I agree with everything you said. I have nothing to add. I just feel that dangling a child. Well, first of all, I do want to say when she said that the only way that they could make it work is to go to Kenya, all decisions need to be made jointly. Every decision in that relationship is made by Ariella only. And that is why this relationship will never be healthy. Decisions are made jointly, especially decisions that involve a child. You sit down, you have a conversation, and you come to an agreement that works for everyone, including the child being first. Ariella has never put Avi first in any decision that she has made so far. And like you said, I am worried about the future decisions that she will make, because whatever she does and decides to do is going to make her happy and no one else. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right, guys, that's it for part 2. This is how we feel. How do you feel? Make sure you add us, tweet us, comment on the video. I'm going to put our Twitters and Instas at the bottom. Thanks for joining us for the 90 Day Fiance Other Way podcast, season 3, episode 10. Again, I am George Mossey. This is my co-host, Marshana, Dahlia, Spavento. We will see you guys this Sunday night. We will be live tweeting, and we will see you all right then and there. And you all have a great day. I hope you had a happy Halloween. And you do not celebrate Halloween ever, just remember. So I hope you have a good Thanksgiving season.